Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on the Hobbyking Quanum FPV goggles. So, the goggles themselves do not come with the receiver up here. That is part of a different set. While you can get the FPV goggles and receiver and all the other FPV stuff in a package, I just got the goggles in this separately. So, the goggles themselves cost $30 to $40 depending which warehouse you get it from. As you can see, I have some Gorilla Tape on the front that I'll explain what that's for later. But overall, I'm quite happy with the goggles. I'm just going to skip to the end. I'm quite happy with them, but let's go into some more detail. So, first of all, you have to assemble them. So, they come in two halves. The top styrofoam half and the bottom half. And then there's these little pieces of foam that you have to glue in. And the... I don't know if you guys can see the, the magnification lens, which has this plastic surrounding and these plastic tabs, and then the strap, which I haven't sewed yet. That's why there's the masking tape. Apart from that, there's nothing really you have to do. It's a very simple build. It took me less than 30 minutes, honestly. Then inside there is a screen, which I will show you in a second. So I'm gonna plug in a battery, which is a Nanotech 1500 milliamp hour battery. So right now there's no signal, and then I'm gonna plug in my FPV camera and transmitter. So hopefully, as you can hear, I'm gonna move the strap out of the way. There we go. So that is the goggle resolution. It's a little bit better in real life, obviously, but it's not too bad. You can sort of read the words. At least on the real life, you can read the words. I don't know about in the video, but it's really not too bad, the video quality. And then into light, it takes a little while to refocus, but the actual visor, or the actual screen itself is not too bad. So I'm gonna unplug this. So the big issue, I would say, or not issue, but the big comparison, that's more like it, that I would make with these is to Fat Shark goggles, which is the dominant seller of goggles on the market currently. And compared to them, they're probably not as good just because there's a big price difference, but the value of these is a lot higher because this is a $30 to $40 goggle versus, I believe, the most basic Fat Shark goggles are $250. And I have worn goggles, or Fat Shark goggles, and honestly I like these more just because it's more of it's a lot larger, the screen's a lot larger as opposed to the Fat Shark, which is two little screens on each eye, and I feel like this is just a little bit more immersive, almost, or it's more like a movie theater kind of, and the Fat Shark goggles are kind of, I don't know, I find these a little bit better, and especially for me who wears glasses, I like these because they have the magnification. I know some Fat Sharks have the magnification lens and all that, but these just seem to work better, and especially because not all Fat Sharks have that. And not only that, but some Fat Sharks have the narrowness, or I don't exactly know how to explain this, but pretty much you can put the eye cups a little bit narrower or further apart to fit different size eyes. Like if you have really narrow or close together eyes or very far apart, but this doesn't really matter because you just put it up to your face. I did have to do some trimming, especially in the nose area, because I have a rather large nose, so I had to cut this out, but it's just styrofoam, so honestly it's not that big of a deal. And if you cut too much, they include this foam padding that's a sticky tape, and you just put it along the face. And then if you do cut too much and you can't fix it with just the foam, it's, I believe, $30 to get a new set of goggles, and then you have another screen and all that, so it's really not that big of a deal. Then another issue, or not issue, but concern that people have had with these is the weight. So it is heavier than Fat Sharks, obviously, because you have a screen in here, and then, at least if you do it how I did it, you have a video receiver up here. But honestly, they're heavy, but they're not that bad. They're not that heavy. But if you do have the battery up here, it's going to be pretty bad. So what I did is I just took 2 zip ties and I made them kind of square with pliers. And so I just feed the battery through the zip ties. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it works quite well. And then the battery's on the head strap as opposed to the goggles, so they don't weigh this down. So all in all, I found that this is a very, very good deal for $30–40. So if you're trying to get into FPV, this is perfect. And they do sell, for $100, they do sell the goggles, the radio receiver, and transmitter and camera as a set with all the wires and everything. I opted not to go for that just because I wanted to get they have a different set which comes without the goggles, and it has a 500 or 600, I can't remember off the top of my head, milliwatt transmitter as opposed to the 200 that comes in the full plug-and-play bundle. So I will be doing a review on the Sky Zone, or whatever the receiver and the transmitter is. It's an FPV bundle, and I will be doing a review on that soon. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.